So we turn right on South Dixie Highway, and that will merge into US 1. That ride should take about an hour and a half.
Maybe more like an hour.
Be more like an hour. So this is about 11 a.m. So we should arrive there at about 12 a.m., which is a perfect time.
12 a.m.
12 p.m. for lunch. The idea is to get there for lunch and be able to continue later.
In 3.9 miles, stay to the left to I-95 North.
You have your
So this is June 27, Thursday, noon, as we are driving from Coral Gables to Fort Lauderdale initially.
11 a.m.
It's 11 a.m. and we hope to get there by 12 a.m.
Did you put your belt on?
Yes.
Maybe you want to turn off your camera on your head.
Fine. We'll do everything. Let's focus on the road now. Then we'll deal with everything else. One thing that I want to do is move the retractable from my back.
Red light camera reported ahead.
This is why it is important to let the retractable have a lot of slack to fit various sizes chest, and also to enable somebody to move the retractable to the right hand side or the left hand side away from your back, so you can lean back at your seat without having to deal with a retractable stabbing you in the back. So now we continue north. On the left-hand side are some new apartment buildings. And this is the trend in Coral Gables as of recently, around US 1 and the Metro line.
Mixed retail.
Mixed real estate properties that
Housing plus
are about 10 floors or 15 floors high, to keep Coral Gables looking like a village rather than a downtown area with high-rises. As we continue further, on the right-hand side is a Coconut Grove, and on the left-hand side we'll pretty soon run into Joe Trader's, a new grocery store. Ponce de Leon Boulevard is on the next intersection.
next what?
Shops of Merrick Park is on our left-hand side, and we cross Ponce de Leon Boulevard. Southwest 37th Avenue, next signal. And you already see from here a new high-rise that maybe extends to about 15 floors at least, and a new grocery store, Milan's or Milan's. Here is a bridge over US 1 as we accelerate, crossing Southwest 37th Avenue and US 1. So we are aiming at crossing from US 1, South Dixie Highway, into I-95 Interstate 95, and that will already enable us to speed up towards the city of Fort Lauderdale and get out of the city of Coral Gables and the city of Coconut Grove. Right now, I think we are exiting the city of Coral Gables, as you no longer see the little corner marks of the city of Coral Gables. So we are driving out of the city of Coral Gables into the city of Miami.
And on the right is Coconut Grove.
On the right-hand side is the city of Coconut Grove. And these are smaller suburbs type of cities that surround the city of Miami. In the center we have the city of Miami metropolitan area, and around it a lot of smaller cities such as Coconut Grove and the city of Coral Gables, where the University of Miami is located and where Villa Capri is located. There's some call coming in. Must be some spam.
What?
Must be some spam from the area code of 323. 323 must be a spam, right?
Yeah.
So what I'd like to do is I'd like to see if you can run Zoom and stream it live. So if we have good enough connectivity
First we need internet connectivity.
and you have enough time, see if you can run Zoom, also stream it live, and then we can demonstrate it, how we stream events. People can see it and they can go to the URL of the event and see it on YouTube and understand that this is part of an SEO strategy to engage the audience and share all the time what you are doing and discuss it with them and dominate the topic. For example, the on-trial area, which has a vanity number that spells a domain name, which is ontrial.co, a business theme, which is being on trial in terms of testing new technologies and also being on a legal trial and a medical trial, on a clinical trial. So we are involved in clinical trial data analysis on the one hand, and on the other hand, on testing new technologies such as the head-mounted tablet and other technologies. And then we write articles about them.
Now, do you want to take questions during the session?
Yes, yes. We want to make it interactive and engaging and...
Like I teach.
Yes.
And basically, you think about it, it's like a short class, you know, like your Monday, Wednesday, Friday class.
Yes, and I would like to go to the internet and show them how we top the search engine, and then show them what 360 is, and why it is so important, because it makes you unique.
Right.
Because in your specific domain, in our specific domain, very few instructors are publishing their class live on YouTube and in 360 in 4K resolution. Once you do that, that sets you apart from millions and millions of other universities and classrooms that are being streamed live. But none of them is streaming in 360.
See here in the mess? On
Yes.
the right, on the left-hand side?
Yes, accidents. This is why I told you to be careful.
That's why you always want to come and give yourself time.
So what we want to do is, as soon as we come, we grab a lunch And then we go there and we'll take a wheelchair from the hotel and we'll start working on preparing the stuff.
First, let's see
And
where
we
they are.
pumping no trash. We set, if I can bring the wheelchair and we can set a couple of tables in the front and set the computer and set up the Zoom so that when we start we can be already live on YouTube and demonstrate it as part of an overall strategy. Are you with me so
Yeah.
far?
It's all in one room, so
Which is good, so
lunch is there too.
we don't have to worry about it, and we want to find a table that is close to the stage and set the computers. Well, we can sit with our back, with our face to the audience, so the camera will be shooting the stage. You understand how I sit every time?
Yeah.
And while I'm making sure that we copy everything,
So you want me to go on stage?
I want you
first?
to go on stage first and start talking,
Then you come up.
then I'll come up. And also I would like to bring up to the stage the wheelchair and explain also why is it so important to not only capture the speaker but also the audience.
Yeah. That may be difficult to do.
It's not difficult at all to do. What is important also to note is that the resolution, we set it up on purpose that the resolution of the audience will be very low. So we practically, nobody can be recognized in the audience unless we bring the wheelchair to them. And this is why it is important to have the wheelchair and be able during the class when there is a long presentation from the students or the audience from their seat and they want to include it and we want to include it, then we can bring the wheelchair close to them.
Real.
We can wheel it over. And help me a little with the English, so I'm getting into a territory that
1,000 feet. Use the left 2 lanes to stay to the left.
left 2 lanes. I get into the territory that my vocabulary is very limited. But sometimes when we have a lot of presentation
Stay to the left to I-95 north.
from the audience, and the audience are students that are graded for a project or for class participation, and they furthermore want to be seen, then we
Continue
can
straight for 20 minutes to exit 16 Northeast 203rd Street, Ives Dairy Road.
then we can ride the wheelchair close to them. Stop recording. So I wanted to turn off my head mount to save battery.
So turn it off. Also, your glasses.
But with this, with all these power banks, I don't have any problem. My objective is to find somebody that is doing something that we are doing also. And we can start working with them and set them up with a vanity number and work with them together until we part ways. Or if it is very successful, we can join them in some kind of a partnership. So a perfect example is the handyman. The only trouble, then the handyman is not my core competencies and what I can handle between now and 90. So I want to do something that is more like strategy and marketing.
Like that woman, she has an institute. She's into strategy.
Yes. And this is why I have that all 10 strategy numbers, and I'm going to set them up with website and with social media, and have people that wrote books about strategy attached to each one of them another number, and make like a group of strategy. Yeah, Dr. Pike.
And do you see what his URL is? Is Dr. Pike at ymail.com.
But he doesn't have a vanity phone number, which is how we are going to set ourselves apart. The only thing I'm really reluctant to go with the handyman, but the handyman is really perfect because it's a mass market that can easily be turned into what do they call it, where every city has a few people. Yeah, it can easily be franchised.
Let me just pay attention.
Okay, so now we're in the express lane entrance, 3/4. We want to get out of it. Nine miles, 8:26. So I want to tell the audience that we are looking for an opportunity to have class projects and describe to them Wismo Biz as an example of a class project that has a vanity number, a domain name, and a website, and we are going to install AI on the website, a chatbot. That is our current project.
Let me just move lanes.
It'd be good if you can stay in the middle lane.
I'm trying to. Understand? When you're in the middle lane, then it switches to another one. Just pay attention to where we are and listen to her.
Dr. Plummer, Miami.com. See that he has, did you see that he has hanging on those trucks here?